I do know for EPPs, looking at all of the standards and looking at the accreditation journey, it can be overwhelming, but I will say that it is doable. At first, you just have to take a deep breath and really focus on what is it that we want to show the team.
We formed teams of faculty around each standard. So we were able to break that process down into smaller chunks so that it was a little more manageable from a faculty perspective.
The process enabled us to focus on the many strengths that our unit and our programs already had, and work together to weave that into a story that I think really brought clarity, not only for the review team, but for us on our side of it, because so many of us see pieces of it, but sometimes don't see the full narrative. So bringing that story together was really important. And then simultaneous with that was the opportunity to identify areas where we can get better and emphasize that notion of continuous improvement. Even if you're fortunate to be a part of strong programs, everybody can improve, everybody can get better. And so this really brought us an opportunity to do that. Another benefit that we were able to realize was the process brought us to the point of shared language across our unit in terms of how we refer to various aspects of the process. And again, I think that proved to be a great clarifier for us. It brought us together to work on a challenging and demanding task. And it really provided all of us an opportunity to see one another in a new light. It gave our team members opportunities to flex their muscles and show their skills to some extent. And so, from our perspective, it's a tremendous team building activity to go through this process.
And when we look at that team building process, that allowed us to work with individuals outside of our college. It allowed us to work with individuals in the College of Fine Arts who also have teacher licensure programs. Allowed us to work with individuals within the modern language department. So it really was a team building process, not only within our college, but across the university.
To really establish a culture for us at Wichita State, we really tried to think about data-driven decision-making, and we tried to set up infrastructure so that would really promote and support an approach to data-driven decision-making. So our entire unit assessment system it's laid out. We have a flow chart that kind of shows how decisions are made, what data are going to be used to make those decisions, and most importantly, it shows how our accreditation steering committee fits within that. So it's people, it's processes, and it's the system altogether.
Our university is in an urban preparation program. We are in one of the largest school districts in the state of Kansas. And so diversity is present in each of the schools where we place our candidates. Our challenge is having our faculty look at what is diversity beyond just ethnicity, and what are some other areas of diversity that we are addressing in our program, and how are we meeting the needs of those learners. And so this was really an opportunity for our faculty to grow and think beyond just what is present in front of them, and thinking at how are we meeting those first language learners? How are we meeting the needs of students of socioeconomic status, low socioeconomic status? And it really made them start to think about their programs and what they were addressing within their classes and how they were meeting the needs of those learners.
And I think we were very intentional about where we place our students. And Ashlie said that we are in Wichita Public Schools, which is an urban setting, but within that large school district, we were very intentional about which schools. And we paired our faculty up with those schools so that we could develop those relationships between our faculty in the university and the faculty in the public schools. And so we wanted to feel confident that what we were teaching in our methods courses, for example, was very relevant to the day-to-day realities that our students were experiencing in the classrooms. And so being very intentional about schools, teachers, classrooms that we place our candidates in, I think really helped bring our faculty to the point of understanding diversity on different levels.
I think I'd just add, so at Wichita State, we are the most diverse institution in the state, but this is still an area where we know we can improve and we can get better. And so as part of this process, one of the things that we did was very clearly define a recruitment and retention plan. One of the priorities within that plan is to further diversify so that we continue to move forward in reflecting the kind of diversity that we see in the community that we serve.
I know that accreditation is overwhelming, and as institutions look at this process and look at the differences from where we used to be with the accreditation process and as we move forward, institutions need to focus on the fact that this is continuous improvement. This is an opportunity for you to really work with your faculty, really look at your programs, and look for growth. Look for ways that you can grow and continue to meet the needs of learners, because it's changing. Our society is changing. The type of students who are coming to us to become teachers, those are changing. And so use this as an opportunity to grow and focus on continuous improvement.